If I was gonna sit you down with a nice cup of something and ask you what gets you out of bed in the morning, what would you say? I mean, what really gets you going? What gets your blood pumping? What makes your life worth living? Now, I guess for many, or for most, there'd be a list, and somewhere on that list, there'd be this, there'd be relationships. And yeah, maybe the one side of things with all you hopeless romantics, or the other with all our family antics, or the thread and the theme do it all, friendship. See, friendships are like ships, built to carry us through the seemingly endless seas of this sometimes stormy life. You start at school or university with a fleet, it seems, this gathering of dreams as you lean on each other's laughter, and hereafter we'll call each other best friends forever, for life. But oh, the bliss of youth, because it doesn't stay that way. Friends can be fickle, and I know that because I am a fickle friend. At some point down the line, you always find they're not all about anymore, and sure, some will drift away with the tide, but often, slowly but surely, our fleets are depleted as the seas around us get stormy. And it's fine, you say, because, well, I can only fit so many friends within the ends of my fingers, and you're right, but it still bothers me. Our ships that once sailed so closely can flee so quickly when rocked by the slightest wave of melancholy or tragedy or hardship. Nah, you and I both know our fleets aren't as strong as they should be or could be. But it's still fine, you say, because, well, that one, they're always there for me. And him, well, he's always up for a party, and her, well, she's clever, so she'll help me, but you stop yourself when you realise you're just using them to keep the ship called me from sinking, and suddenly you're lonely. Because there's no security here, in the fear that everyone around you is just doing exactly the same thing, using each other, as extra surplus rings on their captain's fingers while they think you look bling enough to make them feel better about themselves. So you look down and around you, and there is no ship beneath or beside you, and you're swimming, but, well, there's a storm brewing, and the tides are turning, and the wind's howling, and the waves are crashing, and the rain is falling, so you're swimming, but you're struggling, you're drowning. But then, right in the middle of this deep, dark night, a bright light shines. A flashlight, a spotlight, a searchlight, and a ship sailing your way. And you may say, I ain't ever seen one like this before, and no, you ain't. But the tide is turning faster, and the wind is howling louder, and the rain is hitting you harder, and the waves are rising higher. You can't escape this hurricane, but you catch a glimpse of this ship's name, the SS Prince of Peace, and the storms around you cease. And these waves don't rock you so violently, so heavily, and hope touches your heart lovingly, tenderly. And a loving, tender hand comes down to pull you out of these cold black seas, and as it does so, you look up, meet his eye, and ask, how much for this voyage, sir, please? And he says, son, daughter, this is free. The price has been paid by these wounds in my hands and my feet. If you know you need it, you only need ask, and you come on board for eternity. Many a soul has climbed aboard this ship from high and from low since it set sail from an empty tomb 2,000 years ago, and many more still will. And look, the horizon beckons and the sun is rising, and that sun will never set. We ain't there yet, but until then, you will never reach the end of the ropes of this ship's lifeboats, no matter how far away you float, because I know, well beyond doubt shadow, that where all other friends may desert you so, this ship's captain, Jesus Christ, the man of sorrows and Lord of hosts, will never let you go. He came after you, to find you, to get you, to save you, to win you, and he will, one day, take you home.